What's happening, guys? Gem here and back again for another video, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through some pickups that I've acquired over the last couple of months, and the bulk of them are what I would class as quality over quantity. I'm used to doing huge pickups videos where there's like game after game after game with a console, with a game, whereas this is a little bit more kind of concentrated, I guess, on the more quality titles. I'm going to show you some PS4 stuff, PS3, Super Nintendo and NES, and 3 of them were from this retro game hunt here, which is one of the more recent retro game hunts that I did, so it will be located in the cards as a single video if you guys want to go and check it out. However, all of the playlists are in the description if you guys want to go and check out like hours upon hours of content where I'm out searching for video games. So I'm still sat down like this, as my foot my left foot is still broken. So we will migrate back to the couch when I'm a little bit better, but nonetheless, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. I'm sick of hearing about it. But guys, let's take a look. So we'll start with the PS4 stuff. We'll save the retro until last. Haven't shown this on a pickups video, so I'm showing it now. We got Shenmue 1 and 2 HD remaster. Now I'm ploughing my way through the first Shenmue and it feels as fantastic as ever. There are obviously a few minor changes. I do believe that with the PS4 release, Sega actually, their licensing deals ran out. You know, when you go like to vending machines and things like that, back when you played it on the Sega Dreamcast, you would have actually had brands of cola. You would actually have had that in the game, whereas now they've tweaked it, they've changed it a little bit. So I am ploughing my way through the first, and then obviously I'm going to go on to the second. You can all, what I love about this, and what I did just for a little bit, just for the sheer nostalgia of it, was change the graphics back to the Sega Dreamcast graphics, because obviously you can jump from HD, you can go back down to Sega Dreamcast graphics, and it just kind of gives you just a little kind of like goosebumps sort of thing. So it's really good. I'm really enjoying it, and I know, because you've told me on stream, that a lot of you guys are really enjoying Shenmue 1 and 2 HD remaster as well. So that's now in my mammoth PS4 collection. I haven't had a chance to play this yet, as I have been so busy with work and with YouTube. However, Dragon Age 11, picked this up because excuse me, I'm catching a cold from my work colleagues. Picked it up because I'm really fond of the series, plain and simple. I've been keeping a close eye on this leading up to the PlayStation 4 release, and I just think that the world looks so rich and so majestic. And I'm all about like a really bright popping colour palette. I'm all about losing myself within RPGs and JRPGs. And the Dragon Quest, as much as I don't feel the nostalgia with it, because I didn't really pay much mind to it over previous years. I will admit, I do like a good Dragon Quest game. Dragon Quest 9 is my absolute favourite. I was so hyped for that before it came out on the DS. So I picked this up, and if you've been playing this, let me know in the comment section below, and let me know if you're enjoying Shenmue as well. Okay, let's calm down. Oh, by the way, if you've been paying attention to my streams, you'll know that I've picked up Spider-Man. The cat's just here. You'll know that I've picked up Tomb Raider. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, baby girl. Coops. Hi, baby. You'll know I've picked up Shadow of the Tomb Raider. You'll know I've picked up Spider-Man, so that's why I'm not showing them here. So, in the thumbnail, we have this. Now, I just want to kind of take a step back. When GTA 4 came out, I ordered this very edition right here. We've got multiple cats here now. I ordered this very edition right here, and when I sold my first collection, unfortunately I sold this. Now I've got it back and then some, like 10 times over. This was one of the things that I never got back, so I saw this out in Game & Movie, and I just knew that I had to have it, and this is in beautiful condition, so much so that I just want to recap exactly what's in the box. We're just going to go and take a little bit more of a closer look at this, so let's just do that now and then we'll come back.
So here it is, and I'm super stoked to have this. As I've said, I've been looking for it for quite some time, and it's quite good condition. As you guys can see, we take a look at the outer packaging. There's barely a mark on it. There's the odd crinkle and crease, which would be expected given the age of this. And I'm super stoked to have it, as this is one of the pieces, as I said, that I didn't accumulate back from my original collection. So super stoked. Unfortunately, GTA 4 isn't the best Grand Theft Auto game. I much prefer something like kind of San Andreas. Vice City is my absolute favourite, and of late, if you've been tuning into my streams, you know that I've been streaming some GTA 5, and we just completed the main campaign over on stream. Now, just as a little backstory, that key and that keyring right there actually broke on my original set. So it was interesting to me, you know, kind of having it back. I guess I've got a more complete version, if you would. Nonetheless, it just made me laugh, as I used to keep it on my car keys, and obviously car keys get battered and, you know, around in my handbag, it was just rattling around and it broke, and I remember being absolutely gutted, as it's a really nice Rockstar keyring. And this set as a whole is actually a really good set. You get the lockbox, obviously 2 keys lockable, lockbox, that kind of clues in the name right there. And inside we've got the game, where you get a nice duffel bag, there's an art book, and there's some, you know, basic information leaflets. And it's just freaking awesome. I love it. You get the soundtrack as well, so super nice. Everything is in immaculate condition. This is probably one of the better special editions condition wise that I've seen for quite some time. It's just a shame, as I said, that GTA 4 isn't one of the best Grand Theft Autos out there. It's by no means a bad game. It just didn't, for me, it just didn't have as much kind of replay value. I don't know why. You may have a very different opinion, and if you have a different opinion, let me know in the comment section below. So we got the duffel bag right there in the original packaging. This is not something that I'm going to take out and use by any stretch of the imagination. I just want to show you guys exactly what's in it, and I'm super excited. And the reason I chose to kind of put this little mini unboxing within the pickups video is because I'm so passionate about this release. I'm so passionate about this release, and I thought it was just something different. You know, if this kind of works, we'll maybe amalgamate some additional unboxings into pickups. Let me know if you like the style. And we're just trying to kind of get the soundtrack out here. It's quite difficult, which says to me that this has actually not been out of that cardboard very often, which is great. Like I said, very good condition. And finally, we've got the art book here, which again, stellar condition. It's kind of like a matte textured finish, really nice. The Art of GTA, unfortunately, it hasn't aged overly well. I think we've been very spoilt in the current generation with some beauty of 4K. Unfortunately, this doesn't live up to that standard. But guys, let's go back to me in the games room.
So it does look really nice. That, like, I think Barry actually said to me, he went round somebody's house to buy a bulk of games, and this was there, and everything that he purchased was in really nice condition, so that's lovely. So we'll do the NES game in a nice little Sentinel case. Picked up Pro Protector on the NES. My NES collection is a little bit scarce because I'll only kind of buy games that I will actually play rather than just have them as like collector's pieces. Now, I know Pro Protector best on the Super Nintendo. Contra 3, it's known as in the States, but Pro Protector over here. And I think that this version on the NES is probably one of the harder versions. Don't get me wrong, it's quite difficult on the Super Nintendo as well, or at least I feel. But I just found like a lot of NES games they just seem like so much harder. I don't know what it is, and I still feel that to this day. But I do love the franchise. I think it's great kind of couch co-op stuff as well. So that's why I picked it up, and it's complete, by the way. Actually, I will pop more stuff over on Instagram. So go and give us a follow on Instagram, and I'll just do like I'll show you exactly what this looks like in the box. Now here's the little curveball, because I popped something out over on my Facebook group and I said, I don't see this around. Is it just me, or like, is it just a game that you don't see around much? What do you know, a couple of days later, found Vortex. Vortex in beautiful condition on the Super Nintendo, one of the very few games that utilised Argonaut's Super FX chip back on the Super Nintendo. And even Barry said, oh, you know what, I was going to tell you about this game, but I completely forgot, but you picked it out anyway. So out of all of the Super Nintendo games that he had in on that retro game hunt, this was one that I don't own, so this is why I picked it up. So pretty stoked actually, because the condition is phenomenal. It even has a plastic wrap around the cartridge as well, so that's super nice. So there we go guys, I hope you enjoyed this pickups video. Like I said, for me personally, I feel like we've edged a little bit more towards quality over quantity. If you're new here, thank you very much for getting this far in the video, and I'd just like to say guys, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm starting to just kind of say this a little bit at the end of videos, whereby not every video I do is going to be for you. You know, please don't subscribe if you think it's going to be retro game hunts all the time. Don't subscribe if you think it's going to be hundreds of pounds worth of pickups all the time, because that's, I just don't have the means to do that. I don't have the time. I wish I had the time. But there will always be retro game hunts. There will always be more things added into this collection that I'm going to be sharing with you. There'll always be reviews. There'll always be live streams. So I like to think there's a bit of everything. So thump that sub button. It's free. Stay subscribed and join me on social media. Everything you guys need is in the description. But for now, hope you guys have a beautiful day. My name's Gemma. Take care. See you soon.